So this Saturday, the boys finally get a home game. How are we looking, guys? Winchelsea are going to be a very big contender.
Yeah, that's it, mate. First 4 games away. A little bit unorthodox approach to the year, but we knew it was going to happen with the renovations. We thought if we could come out with a healthy ledger, I think 3-1's pretty good. Moving home. Then unfortunately we've got 2 away again after this week, so 8 of the last 11 at home. So we're looking forward to finally getting out this week and then having a good chunk late in the year. As for Winch, yeah, been following pretty closely. Their side, I thought they were going to be much improved from last year. I know they had a few in, few out, but they did a number on us last year out there. So we've got a lot of respect for them, and they come off a win last week against Cryo by a bigger margin than we had. And watching the film, they played pretty well. So yeah, looking forward to another challenge. I say it to a lot of people around the league, and there's no easy beats anymore. Like every single week, you're playing a team that's going to be just like last week. We probably thought Belfast still weren't going to be as good as they were, and they had us on absolute toast early in the game. So yeah, we're looking forward to another challenge, especially strong midfield, strong forward line.
Well, you've had a look at some of the opposition from the sidelines because of your own injury. Carl, how have your boys and how have the top sides looked on the ground? You got the best view in the house each Saturday.
Yeah, the competition's definitely a lot closer. There's a lot more probably evenness across the 22s now, whereas some of the teams would just have a few stars, but it's definitely more even. I'm pretty keen to see, like Belmont have been a surprise packet. They seem to be doing something really right there. But even teams like Banno, I've watched footage on Banno, they look to be moving the ball really well. Winch moves the ball, everyone's moving the ball pretty well. So yeah, it's going to be a tough year for sure. And you can see last week, if we don't have the right attitude, anyone can really beat anyone. So yeah, a lot more even, I would say, just from the first four games now. And just watching a bit of footage, teams are moving the ball really well. So see what happens throughout the year.
So Rhyce, when will we see you back on the park?
Yeah, I'm back playing this week.
Very good.
So, yeah.
There's an exclusive there. What does it mean to you to have Rhyce back on the field?
Yeah, massive. I think for him personally, he probably would undervalue his contributions to the team. Leadership perspective and as a player, probably undersells himself a little bit. So just having seniority in the team, someone that can use the footy well, lead, direct, is massive for us considering we've got a pretty young group. But in saying that, it's given us an opportunity to kind of develop as leaders and the younger group having more voice and stuff. So adding him is only going to be a massive bonus for us, so pretty keen.
Yep. Now, there will be the absence of one senior player. It's been a big talking point down the highway. We just want to know, how is Matt going?
Yeah, good. He had his surgery last night before. Yeah, Wednesday night. So I think he got out at 1 a.m. and he's home now. So yeah, he's unfortunately off work for a few weeks, and he probably can't stand to lose too much weight, but he's going to be eating puree for about 6 weeks, so there might not be much left of him at the end of it. But he's finally had his surgery, which was a bit delay and a bit of pain and on the painkillers and stuff. So yeah, finally we've got some positive outlook for him and a bit more of a timeline. Not to put pressure on him to come back, but yeah, he's a 38-year-old with a broken jaw, so unfortunately for us it's not ideal and not a great way potentially to end his career. But finally I think the health aspect of it is finally got an outcome and looking up. So yeah, it'd be hard for him. He's a pretty positive bloke. I'm sure if you called him, he probably wouldn't be too negative. Just the way he has an outlook on those sort of things. But I know as a club we're hurting a fair bit. We're going to miss him, not as only a player, but as a teammate and a good bloke around the club.
Your playing group, seniors and resi, have been able to gather around him and his family throughout this, if we could expand on that.
Yeah, we've had a little bit of initiative. We've put together a little fund. So we've all contributed. I don't know what the actual number is, but we're trying to look after Maddie and Tate. I think we're getting them meals delivered and stuff like that. So everyone's kind of chipped in, which is massive. I'm sure they've been flooded with messages and stuff, and even just on the social media and stuff, you can see not just the club but the community getting around him. So it has kind of brought us a little bit closer together in an unfortunate circumstance, but yeah, we're doing our best to get around him the best we can and help him out.
Yep. My final question for tonight: can you guys go all the way in season 2024?
Mate, like I touched on earlier, I wouldn't be surprised if there's 10 teams that could win the flag this year. I think we've got a busy month ahead of us against some contenders who I believe. So we're going to be putting our best foot forward. I think our list is healthy. We've got a couple out, which everyone does, but I think we've got a lot of youth that's sort of developed into men now, and our older brigade are still playing some decent footy. So I think every team is a chance, but I'm not going to go into any game thinking we're an underdog or not better than the opposition. So,
well,
there you go.
for the second straight year, you guys have had a remarkable start. Let's see how far you can go. Thanks for your time, guys.
Okay.